Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another weekly trade recap video. Today I want to go over the 4 trades that I have during this week. 2 trades closed down, 2 trades are still running. So let's take a look. First trade I want to talk about is Litecoin. I talked about Litecoin last week and the week before on a potential bullish move to the upside. And this time we see that continuation pending correction. We see that strong bullish breakout. And I was looking for a potential entry. And I update everyone in my market update that I was looking for a correction after breakout, typical entry that I look for. We know that there is a strong impulse breaking out of that pendant kind of correction, and then there is a lower time frame continuation correction. So just set an entry order above the correction and then stop loss below and price tag me in. Kind of stay hovering around this area for a little bit before kind of push up to the upside. And now that I'm looking at it, my first kind of initial target is the all-time high. The all-time high around this area, 375. That is the previous all-time high area. And we'll see how the price gets there. And then if we continue up with strong bullish kind of price action, then I will move my target higher. I do want to catch this for more of a longer term approach. And I do see the potential from this because if we look closely, we have seen price continuously push up in a very strong bullish trend, bullish price action, and certainly expect this to be the next one to break the all-time high, just like Ethereum, just like Bitcoin. So that's my first position. It's currently running about 2% right now. I want to see if we can get a consolidation here, be able to push the price higher, and then look for more scale-in opportunity if we break that all-time high, and if we get that continuation correction here. So that's first trade that's still running. That's Litecoin. Talk about the second trade that I am still running. It's Stellar. So Stellar, I've been holding this trade since roughly beginning of April. So update this pretty much every weekly trade recap for the last two. So I'll go over really quick here. We understand that the bullish move is there. I talk about that price has been moving up very aggressively. And this latest bit of the correction here, we have this kind of a descending channel and a very strong bullish price action when we break out of that descending channel and strong lower time frame continuation. That's how I got in on this trade. Price continued to push up now, and I'm looking for potential scaling opportunity. It looks like that we have an impulse up, and this is a kind of a consolidation potential period where price is forming another correction. So I talk about wait for correction to finish, wait for price to complete, and then wait for the next push up from the price. That would be very ideal. And again, target is all-time high again, because if you look at the daily, the higher time frame, we're getting very close to that as well. And it's one of those few cryptos where eventually I believe that they will all hit all-time high, and if not, continue higher. So definitely looking out for this one. We'll see how this kind of correction, this consolidation period will form and finish. And potentially, like I said, looking for a scaling opportunity. If I don't get in on this scaling opportunity, I'm looking for the next breakup of the all-time high, and then still the same approach, like Litecoin, to scale in a trade after we break the all-time high. So that's the second trade that's still running. That's Stellar. It's running about 2 point something% right now. So third trade I want to talk about is Pound Swiss. Pound Swiss I entered this week and closed down for about 0.5%. So let's take a look. Higher time frame wise, I like how we have a potential double top and price move up into this kind of a rising wedge or ascending channel, you can call. So a reversal structure, and you see that really strong bearish impulse down. So a bearish impulse followed by a continuation correction. I was looking for the next impulsive move. And if I look closely here in the lower time frame, my entry was, I was waiting to see if we can get a completion of this correction here. There's a few swing highs and few swing lows. As I talk about in my correction video, we need to have at least 2 swing highs and 2 swing low. And I like how price moved up and correctly was looking for a potential entry. So I opt in with a reversal entry, which I talk about more risky, but it doesn't make sense to to put a breakout entry like this. That's like a couple hundred pip stop loss. I rather opt in with a more riskier entry as a reversal. So price pop to the upside, break the previous high, form a double top, and then a really quick move down. This is during, I think, New York session. So I just, again, and opt in with the entry order, stop loss above the top, above the highs of that correction. And initially, price is looking good, push down, correct, and then push down massively during London session. This is when I was sleeping. About when the price moved down before I sleep, I already moved it to break even. And then when I woke up that next morning, the price pretty much already reversed back up, and I didn't want to lose back all the profit. It pretty much hit this bottom here, and it formed a double bottom and to push up. And I knew that the bearish move is no longer there at this present, and I didn't want to give back all the profit, so I just opted in with a 0.5 stop loss, move the stop loss a little bit lower. Then eventually price just take me out for about 0.5% profit. Looking back at this, I'm pretty happy and pleased with the result because as I always talk about in the correction, that we don't know if 100% this correction will finish. What this tells us is now pretty much the price may form a bigger correction. Okay, so May forms a bigger correction, so this move up back to the top. If it forms some sort of reversal price action here, I'm still looking for the sell. Still, the sell there is still valid and the sell is still presentable as long as we're still correcting in this price action and we're still looking for another further downside. So that is the third trade that I took that this week closed down. Closed down for about 0.5%, and I'm still looking for that potential bearish position down to the previous low. So last one I want to go over is Binance Coin. So Binance Coin, I closed beginning of this week for a massive 9.5% or so. I talk about this pretty much for the last 2-3 weeks already when we talk about that correction finish on the higher time frame. So impulse, correction, impulse, right? And again, I originally had a target price, take profit price about 400, and because the price was moving up very impulsively on the lower time frame, I like what I'm seeing here, and I decided to move the stop loss to, it's not stop loss, my take profit to 500, and then price pretty much just continue move up. There's no bearish price action whatsoever. It just continue pushes up and hit my target of about 500, and then pretty much forms into a deeper consolidation. And this is exactly kind of what I've been forecasting and talk about, is that I will likely to get back into this trade if we get a clean kind of continuation correction. It may not be as big as the one that we have seen, but clearly this is an impulse. Clearly this is a continuation correction in the making. And I certainly want to get involved in the next potential bullish run. So that is the fourth trade Binance Coin. I update this pretty much in the last 2 weekly outlook on my entries, on my stop loss, on my management. So feel free to tune into those ones. I'll put the links below. But like I said, I exit the trade, or I hit the take profit price at 500 beginning of the week. So about 9.5%, really massive trade. Very pleased with the result, and looking to get back into another potential entry. So that is it, guys. That's the 4 entries or 4 positions. 2 closed down. Binance Coin closed down for about 9.5%. Pound Swiss closed down for about 0.5%. 2 trades are still running. Stellar running about 2 point something percent right now, and we'll see how this correction goes, if it's going to give us another bullish push up and potential scaling opportunity. If I don't get a scaling opportunity, look for price breaks the all-time high and scaling up there. And last trade is Litecoin. Litecoin is running about 2% in profit. And similar approach is waiting to see if there's going to be further correction to push the price up. And if I don't get in the scaling position here, I will likely to get in the scaling position from the top here. All right, everyone. So there it is, guys. That's my weekly trade recap video for this week. And hope to chat with you guys all next time in my weekly trading outlook on Sunday night. Thank you very much, guys.